Set 75330, Dagobah Jedi Training Diorama, is a LEGO Star Wars set within the Diorama Collection sub-theme. It comes with 1,000 pieces, 3 minifigures. It is for the ages of 18 and up and was released April 26th, 2022. It retails in Canada for $109.99 Canadian, in the US for $79.99 US, in the UK for £69.99, and in the rest of Europe for €79.99, with Finland being €99.95. So this is the third one that I've done for the diorama series that came out on the 26th. I ordered these on like the May the 1st celebrations and haven't had a time to actually record till like, yeah, later in May. Go me. But anyway, so the front of the box, you have the nice large picture of the set. On the upper right is Dagobah Jedi Training Star Wars with a little icon of Yoda, or silhouette of Yoda there. Below that, near the bottom, is the Star Wars logo. To the very left is the Lego logo. On the little mosaic of black Lego pieces, you have the set information on the bottom left, and then to the right, you have the Disney logo. On the back, Lego logo top left, Star Wars logo top right. You have another picture of the set from a different angle with Luke concentrating on trying to raise the X-wing out of the swamp. On the very right, you have a picture of the swamp on a table in a room. Below that is a picture of Yoda's hut with Yoda inside of it, and below that is a picture of Luke attempting to use the Force. That shot is from the actual movie. All the way over to the left, you have the dimensions of the set. So from the tip of a leaf on the trees all the way to the right of the diorama is 29 centimeters or 11.5 inches. And from the very bottom of the diorama to the top of the trees is 16 centimeters or 6 inches. And the Disney logo is on the bottom left of the back there. One side has the name of a set in another language. Below that is where the components are made and distributed. And to the right is the diorama collection into other languages. And then below that is the warning that due to small parts, there's a potential choking hazard if children 0 to 3 consume them, so you gotta watch out for that. On the other side, which is vertical, you have the Lego logo top. Below that is Star Wars. You have another view of the picture that's on the back of the set from a more straight on to Luke kind of angle, and you have diorama collection below that. On the top, you have Lego logo to the left. Sort of near the left middle is the name of the set in another language. To the right of that is the Star Wars logo, and the actual size indicator is Luke Skywalker. And on the bottom of the entire bottom has the mosaic black Lego pieces thing there, and you have the usual recycling, UPC, and trademark informations. And this set is a tab set, so push in the tabs and pull out the side to get to the contents. Okay, so here are the contents of the set. You have 7 bags labeled 1 to 6, with 4 having 2 bags. There are 3 loose black 8x16 plates, and then you have the instruction booklet. So the first 2 pages detail a bit about the scenes around Dagobah and how they tried to recreate that in the set. And you also have 2 pictures of the actual from the actual movie. Our next page over details Luke's training, and you have 5 pictures from the movie with that, and then the next page over details of them trying to capture that within the actual diorama Lego set. Bag 1 deals with the main base of the diorama and the Luke Skywalker minifigure. Bag 2 deals with some of the actual details within the swamp or underneath the water parts of the swamp that you'll build. Bag 3 deals with actually building the water bits. Bag 4 deals with building Yoda's hut. Bag 5, you will build the main trees behind the hut and a bit of a roof along with the Yoda minifigure. And bag 6, you'll build R2-D2 along with the X-Wing's wing and the little bit of details on the ground. The back inside page has a feedback and win, so you can enter a survey on the LEGO site for the set you just bought, what you liked, what you didn't like, how you think that they could have improved it or done something better, and you'll be entered in the chance to win the LEGO set. And there are 2 pages of parts. So, packaging is going to get a 4 out of 5. There was nothing incredible, but nothing wrong with packaging. No bent instructions. The fact that there was no stickers is something that I can definitely get behind, but there's nothing incredible about it. There are timestamps in the bottom of the description below if you want to skip a part to, let's say, the ratings I give on this, or what, the details of the minifigures, or if you just don't want to watch the time lapse, you can skip around there. And I'll be watching a video on the laptop in front of me, and occasionally I'll look up, and when I speed up the time lapse, it can look a little weird. So let's get into it. Okay, so here's the set. You get one orange brick separator. You get a couple little extra pieces, a little lightsaber, plant bit, and just other little bits and bobs in there. And then you have 3 minifigures. So, starting with Luke Skywalker, you have the sand yellow adult legs with a bit of a trouser print on the front. There is a brick yellow torso with sort of wife beater beige print on the front and back of it. You have light nougat arms and hands. There's a light nougat head with a sort of fierce, with a bit of a concentrating face and a open-mouthed, open-eyed concentrating face, and a very like closed, like concentrating type meditation kind of face. And he has the sand yellow hair, which is just sort of flowing down just above the shoulders. For R2-D2, you have the two white droid or astromech legs. There is the 2x2x2 round brick piece with the R2-D2 print that looks like it's been splattered in mud on both sides. You have the silver normal head piece. What is it called? You have a 2x2 final brick, as it's called, silver R2-D2 print and the splattered mud on that. So that's R2, and then you have Yoda, who has a brick yellow child legs. He's a brick yellow torso with his robe print on it. He has a brick yellow arm. I believe it's sand green, olive green hands. He has an olive green Yoda head with a bit of a gray hair print on the back. And 4 exclusive parts. So, 4 exclusive prints. There is a 2x6 brick with do or do not, there's no try, quote, Yoda on it. You have the Luke's torso, Yoda's torso, Luke's head, R2-D2's head, the 2x2x2 round brick that R2-D2 has there, and a 1x3 flat tile for the with the red and white stripes on the X-Wing. Those are exclusive prints to the set. And for the exclusive colors, there is a 1/4 3x3 arch brick with cutout and a 3x3 plate quarter circle cutout and a mudguard 2 1/2x3x1 1/3 knob tube, which are all in a brick yellow they have never been in before. So that is it for exclusive parts and for the set. It's actually quite a very neat set. I actually had about 2 missing pieces that I'm gonna have to order from Lego, which was that was a little bit annoying, but I sort of got the short end of a stick. That's not really it's not really an indication of what everyone else is gonna have. Usually it's just bent instructions that a lot of people will have if they're bent, but I had a couple missing pieces, but other than that, I was able to substitute a few. I'll just have to place them out or replace them after, but you get quite a few details. There's a swamp which has different bricks underneath to give it different textures as it goes along. You have the Y-wing sticking out, or the X-wing's wing sticking out here. There's lots of foliage coming around the swamp, including the very interesting piece that I've only seen used as a flare in the Jurassic Park, the T-Rex breakout set, which I reviewed. Check out that one up there. Various plants and stuff. You have a bit of a torch here, electronic torch, and a electronic lamp on the side right here. You have a little clear stand for when Luke is doing his upside down concentrating bit right here. And then you have a little snake in Yoda's hut, a little bit of smoke coming out the back here. And inside of a hut, it's sort of hard to see. There are some little details in there. There is a bed over here. You get a little stove with the little soup or gunk that Yoda calls food. And over here, right beside the bed, interesting, very difficult to see, but I got a piece, is a dot pyramid piece, which is, as far as I can tell, is a holocron. So they have a holocron in there, which is really cool. And Yoda has his lightsaber right up there. So lots of neat little details there. So for build, I'm going to give it a 4. There were quite a few interesting little building techniques, mainly in the way that they did the foliage and how they got it to look all actually pretty, really neat in the roots of the trees and all of that. I've done reviews where we have had the swamp thing done before. I think the springtime or Spring Lantern Festival was one, and I think there's and the Ninjago City. So there's quite a few reviews that I've done where we've had the swamp thing, so it wasn't really neat, but for first timers it is pretty cool. And you just get some pretty interesting little building techniques in here, but the build is fun. You have to be very careful when doing this build. There are a lot of, because you have pieces that are in a reddish brown and a dark brown, and it's sort of when you're trying to build the trees, you can make mistakes with stuff, and you also want to be careful laying out the base of just underneath the swamp area and even the swamp area. The swamp area for the water to give you a top-down view, but you really got to be careful of that stuff. So the build was a tiny bit challenging in that regard, but it was a pretty interesting build, which is why it's going to get a 4. For the play, I'm going to give play a 3. There's a bit of play here. You can have Luke and Yoda eating in his hut there. You can even have him on the deathbed scene. You can have Luke training, trying to Yoda raising the X-Wing, or even them meeting him for the first time. There's quite a bit of play in this. Not a lot, as mainly it is a sort of display set, but there is a bit of play, so I am going to give it a 3 for that. For the display, I'm going to give it a 5. This is a fantastic display. You can have the main thing that can change about this display in multiple ways is the minifigures. You can have them displayed in multiple different ways around the actual diorama itself, but it is a pretty neat display, so I am going to give it a 5 in that regard. I think it is it's a little bit better than the Death Star Trench Run and the Death Star Trash Compactor, which I just reviewed. Those reviews would have been a couple days ago. You can check it out. I'll link them in the description below if I remember to. I never remember to link stuff in the description below, but I'll try to remember to link those ones below. And this is a little bit better than those ones. So display is definitely going to be 5. For the value, interestingly enough, this is a better value than the Trash Compactor. Now, you are getting 3 minifigures less, but you are paying less. You get 200, or I guess 198 pieces more than the Trash Compactor, and it's for about $10 less. That's good. I can be happy with this. Piece to price is either just getting near okay, or it's pretty fantastic depending on where you are, and you get the 3 minifigures, the R2-D2, which I don't think, which you definitely cannot find anywhere, and the Luke, and the Yoda's torso, and this is just fantastic. So I think I'm going to give value a 4. This is actually a pretty good value. As opposed to the other ones, which I didn't think the value was good, this is actually a value. This is the one that you should be going for. Unless you have a specific reason for, the other ones look really cool. This one has a far better, it's far more better value in what you're getting for minifigures, how cool it looks, and the actual amount of pieces that you're getting versus the price. So value is definitely going to be 4. It is a pretty good value. For who this is for every die-hard LEGO Star Wars fan who needs to have every single set. This is for those who love the display sets, such as stuff like all the previous 2 ones that I had just mentioned, and a couple other things like the helmets or any of the other just strictly display stuff. This is for them, and any child, I would say even child within maybe 10 plus who wants the Dagobah training scene in a far more detail than we have in past sets that are for kids. And with that, I will see you all next time.